All right, welcome back to the Science Podcast, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into AI, and not just any AI. We're talking about AI that can actually get stuff done.
Yeah.
Real world results.
Yeah, none of that chatbot stuff. This is about getting things done, actually doing things, not just talking.
Exactly. And the company we're looking at is Manus AI. They're calling it the first general AI agent. And they've got this video with some examples that, honestly, I got to say, they're pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, for example, they have Manus screening resumes.
Right.
But it doesn't just stop at keywords.
It actually seems to get context, ranking candidates based on, all their experience and their skills and even how well they'd fit in with the company. It's almost like a built-in HR person,
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
And then there's the real estate example. They have Manus researching safe neighborhoods, school districts, even figuring out budgets to filter these property listings is your own personal real estate agent, but it works 24/7.
Yeah, and what's really cool is how it grabs information from all these different places and puts together in a way that you can actually use. So in the real estate example, it's not just looking at, listings or whatever, but it's also looking at crime stats and school ratings, even commute times.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It seemed to be pulling in a lot of outside data, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got to talk about the stock analysis example. So Manus doesn't just pull stock data. It also writes code to analyze it, to visualize it, even makes these interactive websites. That's just crazy. I've never seen AI do something like that.
It's really interesting how Manus is using code. It's not just about the code itself. It's about using code to get to a specific goal. And in this case, the goal is in-depth stock analysis, right? It's it understands how to solve problems using code, not just how to execute commands. That's pretty different.
It is. And get this, they're actually going to open source some of the models behind Manus. That's a pretty big deal, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a huge step for AI development because it makes it much more collaborative and transparent.
Right.
So by letting other people work with what they've already done, Manus AI could really set a new standard for this kind of collaborative approach to AI. It's pretty exciting.
It really is. And it kind of all ties in with the name Manus, right? It comes from the Latin mens et manus, which means mind and hand.
Ah.
So they're clearly focused on using knowledge to do stuff in the real world, to actually make an impact.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's making me think about where all this fits in with the big picture of AI, especially with China's role, because they've been putting a lot of resources into AI research and development. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
How do you think Manus stacks up against some of the other advanced AI systems being developed around the world?
Well, it's tough to compare them directly, but the fact that Manus can do all these really complex things in totally different areas is definitely something to pay attention to. I mean, it seems like they're really pushing the limits of what we thought AI could do. And the fact that they're so focused on real world stuff, that could be what sets them apart,
Yeah. So for our listeners out there, just imagine having access to an AI like Manus. How could that change how you work or how you do research or even how you make decisions?
Oh man, the possibilities are just endless. Think about it. You could automate all those boring tasks, or you could get insights that would have taken you hours to research. I mean, Manus could totally change the way we interact with information and technology as a whole.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. It really makes you think. And that's what we try to do here on the Science Podcast. We try to dig into these crazy new developments and think about what they might mean for the world. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future deep dives into the world of science and technology. We'll see you next time. Bye.